Jane is a 16-year-old girl. She lives with her family in a quiet town. On this beautiful summer day, she wakes up early. The soft morning sun shines through her window and fills her room with light. It's warm and gentle, making everything feel calm and fresh. Jane stretches her arms and smiles. She enjoys mornings like this because they make her feel peaceful and happy inside. After getting out of bed, Jane walks to the bathroom. She washes her face with cool water and brushes her teeth. Her toothbrush is pink. Her favorite color, it always makes her smile a little. Then she stands in front of the mirror and combs her long brown hair. She takes her time because she likes to keep it neat. Her hair is soft and shiny, and she's proud of it. Now it's time to go to the kitchen. When she enters, she sees her mom cooking breakfast. The sweet smell of warm pancakes fills the room. Jane loves pancakes, and she smiles when she sees the stack of golden pancakes on the plate. Her mom is kind and always makes breakfast with love. Jane helps her mom by setting the table. She places the plates, forks, and glasses nicely. She enjoys helping and feels happy to be useful. Then her little brother Tim walks in. He is only 8 years old. He looks sleepy and rubs his eyes. Jane giggles a little because he always looks funny in the morning. They all sit down together to eat breakfast. The pancakes taste delicious. Jane adds some syrup and fresh strawberries on top of hers. She takes a bite and smiles. It's the perfect breakfast. Eating with her family makes her feel warm and loved. After breakfast, Jane goes back to her room to get ready for the day. She chooses her favorite summer dress. It's yellow with small white flowers. The dress feels light and comfortable. Jane loves wearing it because it reminds her of sunshine and flowers. She grabs her small bag, which has her notebook, a pen, and a bottle of water inside. She opens the front door and steps outside. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, and the birds are singing. It's the kind of day that makes you feel like something good is going to happen. Jane takes a deep breath of fresh air and smiles. She doesn't have school today, so she's free to enjoy the day however she likes. Everything feels peaceful, the kind of peaceful that only summer mornings can bring. The trees are green, and there's a soft breeze in the air. As she walks down the path from her house, she feels excited. She doesn't know what the whole day will bring, but she's happy to be outside, with the sun on her skin and freedom in her heart. This part of Jane's story shows a simple, happy start to her summer day. It teaches new English learners useful words like window, toothbrush, pancakes, and dress, and shows how to describe a routine in easy steps. It also reminds us how little things, like a warm breakfast, a favorite dress, or the morning sun, can make us feel joyful. For young learners or beginners in English, this story is a good example of using short sentences, clear descriptions, and gentle emotions. It's not just a story. It's a way to learn how to talk about your day, your feelings, and your family in English. After getting ready and stepping outside into the warm sunshine, Jane decides to visit her favorite place, the park near her house. The weather is perfect. The sky is clear, the air feels fresh, and everything around her is full of life. As she walks slowly toward the park, she notices the birds singing in the trees and beautiful flowers blooming everywhere. The world feels bright and alive. Jane loves summer, and this moment reminds her why. The park is not far. When she arrives, she sees something that makes her smile even more. Her best friend Emma is already there, waiting near the playground. Emma waves at her. Jane walks faster, and they give each other a warm hug. Jane and Emma have been best friends since they were little. They always have fun together. The two girls decide to take a walk around the park. As they walk, they talk about their plans for the summer. Emma says she wants to visit her grandparents in the countryside. Jane says she would love to go to the beach. They both get excited talking about the things they hope to do. It feels good to dream and share those dreams with a friend. After walking for a while, they stop by a small ice cream stand in the park. It's run by an old man who always smiles at the kids. Jane chooses strawberry ice cream, and Emma picks chocolate. They sit on a wooden bench in the shade and eat their cold, sweet treats. The ice cream melts quickly in the warm sun, so they have to lick it fast. They laugh and talk while eating. It's a simple moment, but it makes Jane feel really happy. Once they finish their ice cream, Jane and Emma head over to the playground. Even though they are teenagers, they still love playing. On the swings and going down the slides. They push each other on the swings and laugh like little kids again. It feels nice to forget about everything and just have fun. As they are playing, they see a group of boys nearby playing soccer. The boys call out and ask if Jane and Emma want to join the game. Jane isn't very good at soccer, but she says yes, because it sounds fun. Emma agrees too. The boys give them a ball and they all start playing together. The soccer game is exciting. Jane runs around the field, trying her best. She doesn't score a goal, but she enjoys being part of the team. Emma, on the other hand, is really good at the game. She kicks the ball and scores a great goal. Everyone cheers and claps for her. Jane feels proud of her friend. After the game, everyone is tired. Jane and Emma sit under a big tree nearby. The shade is cool and the ground is soft. They sit close together and rest. As they catch their breath, they continue chatting. This time they talk about their favorite movies and songs. Emma loves action movies with lots of exciting scenes, while Jane enjoys romantic comedies with happy endings. But both of them enjoy listening to pop music. As the breeze moves through the leaves and the sun begins to move across the sky, the girls feel calm and relaxed. It has been a fun and playful afternoon, full of laughter, friendship, and sweet summer memories. This part of the story helps English learners understand how to describe simple actions like walking, playing, eating ice cream, and talking with friends. It also teaches words like playground, ice cream, soccer, swings, and bench. More importantly, it shows how small moments with friends can make a day special. After resting under the big tree in the park, Jane and Emma decide to make the day even more special. They plan to go to the lake. The lake is a little far from the park, but both girls have their bikes. They hop on and begin riding together. The road is smooth, and the breeze feels nice as they pedal. Trees, flowers, and birds surround them. Everything looks so beautiful and peaceful. Soon they reach the lake. It's a large, calm place with clear water and green trees all around. The sun reflects off the water, making it sparkle. Jane and Emma find a nice, quiet spot near the edge of the lake. They spread out a blanket on the soft grass and take out the food they brought. Jane has packed sandwiches, some fruit, and a small bag of chips. Emma has brought cookies and lemonade. They sit on the blanket and begin their picnic. As they eat, they talk, laugh, and enjoy the sound of the water nearby. Everything tastes better when shared with a friend under the open sky. It's peaceful, and they feel very happy. After the picnic, Jane looks at the lake and smiles. "Let's go swimming," she says. Emma nods. The water looks cool and perfect for a summer swim. They change into their swimsuits and run into the lake. The water is cold at first, but after a few seconds it feels just right. They swim together, splash water at each other, and float on their backs while looking up at the sky. The clouds move slowly, and the sun feels warm on their faces. They laugh loudly like children, enjoying every second. Jane loves swimming. It makes her feel light and free. She closes her eyes and listens to the water moving around her. It's one of her favorite moments of the whole summer. Being with Emma makes it even better. After a while, the girls get tired. They walk out of the lake and lie down on the blanket again. The sun shines gently, helping them dry off. The grass is soft and the wind is cool. Jane closes her eyes. She feels so relaxed that she almost falls asleep. Everything feels quiet and peaceful, just the sound of birds, water, and the leaves moving in the breeze. Time passes slowly in a good way. They don't feel rushed or busy. They talk more about school, family, and fun memories. It's a moment where everything feels safe and calm. These small talks make their friendship stronger. Later, the sun begins to go down. The light turns golden, and the lake looks even more beautiful. Jane and Emma know it's time to head home. They pack up their things and get on their bikes again. They ride back to the park first. The wind brushes past their faces, and the sky changes from blue to orange. At the park, they stop and hug each other. Emma has to go home, and so does Jane. They say goodbye with big smiles and a promise to meet again soon. Even though Jane feels a little sad saying goodbye, her heart is full of joy. She knows this day will stay in her memory for a long time. This part of the story shows how beautiful and simple moments, like having a picnic, swimming, and talking with a friend, can make a day truly special. It helps English learners understand and practice new words like blanket, picnic, lemonade, splash, swimsuit, and sparkle. The story also teaches how to describe feelings, nature, and peaceful moments in easy English. After saying goodbye to Emma at the park, Jane rides her bike back home. The sky is turning orange and everything looks calm. When she gets home, the delicious smell of dinner fills the air. Her mom is in the kitchen cooking grilled chicken and vegetables. Jane loves the warm feeling of coming home to her family after a happy day. She helps her mom set the table again. It's something she always enjoys doing because it gives her a chance to be helpful. Soon, her dad and younger brother Tim join them, and the whole family sits down to eat together. The food tastes amazing, and everyone talks about their day. There's laughter at the table, and Jane feels thankful to be surrounded by the people she loves. After dinner, Jane goes to her room. She listens to music and takes out her sketchbook. Drawing is one of her favorite hobbies. It helps her feel calm and peaceful. She sketches a picture of the lake and picnic spot where she spent time with Emma earlier. Each line she draws brings back happy memories. Before going to sleep, Jane writes in her diary. She writes about her day, the breakfast with her family, the fun with Emma, the swim in the lake, and the laughter. Writing down her thoughts helps her feel even more grateful. She brushes her teeth, puts on her pajamas, says goodnight to her family, and goes to bed. Her heart is full of joy, and she falls asleep thinking about her beautiful summer day. The next morning, Jane wakes up early again. The sun is shining and the air is fresh. She decides to start her day with a run. She puts on her running shoes, steps outside, and begins jogging around the neighborhood. Some people are out walking their dogs. Jane waves at them, and they smile and wave back. Running makes her feel strong, free, and full of energy. After her run, she takes a shower and changes into clean clothes. She feels fresh and ready for a new day. In the kitchen, her mom is making breakfast, eggs and toast. Jane helps set the table once more. Tim looks more awake today and makes a funny face at Jane. She laughs, and her mom joins in. It's a light and happy moment. After breakfast, Jane decides to visit her grandparents. They live in the same town, not too far away. Jane rides her bike to their house. The road is peaceful and the sun is warm. When she arrives, her grandparents greet her with big smiles and warm hugs. They are always happy to see her. Her grandma has just baked cookies and the house smells sweet and cozy. They sit together in the living room and talk. Jane's grandpa tells her stories about his childhood. His stories are always funny, full of adventure, and full of love. Jane listens closely, smiling and laughing. Later, her grandma takes her outside to show her garden. She grows many beautiful flowers and vegetables. Jane helps water the plants. She feels calm and peaceful among the colorful flowers. She picks a few for her mom, knowing how much she loves fresh flowers. Before Jane leaves, her grandma gives her some cookies to take home. Jane hugs both of them and promises to visit again soon. On her bike ride back home, Jane feels happy. She looks at the flowers in her basket and thinks about the stories her grandpa shared. This part of the story shows the joy of family, quiet mornings, and the love between grandparents and grandchildren. It teaches English learners useful words like run, garden, cookies, stories, sketchbook, hug, and grateful. It also reminds us how simple, kind moments with family can bring deep happiness. After visiting her grandparents, Jane returns home with a happy heart. Her mom is surprised when she sees the colorful flowers Jane brought from her grandma's garden. She smiles brightly and puts the flowers in a vase. The room feels more cheerful and full of love. Jane feels proud. It's amazing how something as simple as flowers can bring so much joy. Later in the afternoon, Jane decides to read a book. She goes to her room and picks a mystery novel from her shelf. Jane loves mysteries. They're fun and make her think. She lies down on her bed and opens the book. As she reads, she imagines every scene in her mind. The main character is a smart and brave detective. Jane admires her and dreams of being that clever someday. The story is so interesting that Jane forgets about the time. She reads for hours, turning each page quickly, curious about what will happen next. Reading makes her feel like she is in another world, full of excitement and adventure. As the sun starts to go down, Jane takes a break from reading and joins her family downstairs for dinner. Tonight, they're having spaghetti, one of Jane's favorites. The sauce smells rich and tasty. They eat together, talking and laughing, just like they always do. It's a simple meal, but Jane loves it because of the love and laughter at the table. After dinner, Jane's dad asks if she wants to go for a walk. She says yes, and they head outside. The sky is turning dark, and the first stars are appearing. The neighborhood is quiet, and the air is cool. They walk side by side, talking about everything: books, school, life. Jane enjoys these walks. Her dad always listens, and she feels safe talking to him. When they return home, Jane goes up to her room again. She turns on some music and takes out her sketchbook. Drawing helps her feel relaxed and happy. This time, she draws a picture of the magical world from the book she was reading earlier. She imagines the detective in the story running through forests and solving mysteries. It feels good to create her own version of the story on paper. Before going to bed, Jane writes in her diary. She writes about her day, the visit to her grandparents, reading her book, the walk with her dad, and drawing. Writing helps her remember the happy moments. She smiles as she finishes her page. She feels tired, but it's a good kind of tired, the kind that comes after a beautiful, full day. She brushes her teeth, puts on her pajamas, and says goodnight to her family. Then she gets into bed, turns off the light, and pulls the blanket up to her chin. Her room is quiet and cozy. She lies there thinking about everything she did. Jane feels peaceful. It was a day full of love, laughter, and learning. From morning to night, she made memories she would never forget. As she closes her eyes, she feels thankful for her family, her friend Emma, and the simple joys of life. She smiles and slowly falls asleep, dreaming about tomorrow and all the adventures waiting for her. This final part of Jane's story reminds us that a beautiful day doesn't need to be full of big events. Sometimes the best days are made of small, meaningful moments: reading a good book, talking with your dad, drawing quietly, and enjoying dinner with your family. For English learners, this part is full of helpful vocabulary like detective, novel, walk, stars, diary, sketchbook, and thankful. It also shows how to describe daily life in a gentle and emotional way, perfect for building both language and heart.